Chief Craig is about to speak. He has just joined us from being out there at the scene. About to give us an update on what's going on right now.
Okay, I just left the scene, and certainly there's a very aggressive manhunt going on. We are looking for a lone suspect, described as a male black, between the age of 30 to 40 years old, wearing a beard, possibly homeless. We do know that the suspect was on a bike prior to the shooting incident. We have a picture of that bike that we would like to get out so that your viewers could see. So we're combing the area. We have assets from the Detroit Police Department, Wayne State, Michigan State Police, our federal partners, ATF, FBI, scouring the area looking for this lone suspect. I'll let Chief Hope go into the current condition of the officer, but I will tell you that this officer is a great partner to the Detroit Police Department. He serves with distinction and honor. This is yet another day. Again, someone put out that he's deceased. He is not. I just want to start that out because I made a statement over at the crime scene, and I just want to make sure that we know that.
Can we ask you a quick question? You said the man was homeless, you believe, possibly on a bike. Did he have a gun on him as he was riding around with his bike?
Well, that level of detail I won't get into. However, we do know, according to what witnesses are saying, he frequents that area. Now, I will say this officer was in that area patrolling where there have been many complaints of theft from vehicles. And so last night there were a number of arrests made by Wayne State. This officer returned tonight, initiated a traffic stop, an investigative stop, and as he did that, he put out over the air that he was making a stop. So an additional Wayne State officer responded to the scene, who ultimately was the same officer that transported him to the hospital where he's being treated now.
What's going through your mind, your heart? You've been at this hospital. You've had two other officers who have lost their lives, and you're back out here tonight again with another officer who's been shot.
I got to tell you, everything that's going on today, when you look at the environment, not just here, but across this country, you reported over the weekend that we had 4 officers ambushed over the weekend. This needs to stop. And people, as one America, we need to speak out in a very loud and bold voice and say, one, this will not be tolerated. We cannot allow any anti-police rhetoric to fuel the thoughts in some of these individuals' mind. I really believe that a lot of what's fueling these attacks on police officers is some of the anti-police rhetoric. And it needs to stop. Hold Chief Holt and I accountable that when an officer engages in criminal misconduct, hold us accountable to take appropriate action. Don't prejudge it. Give us time to do our work. This is not the answer. This is not a response. And as I've always said, an attack on a police officer, whether it's a threat, a shooting that ends up in a fatality, is not just a threat on me and the officers. It's a threat on all of us. This must end. It must end now. And we're going to find this suspect. You've heard me say it before. We're going to find you. And if you're watching this, which I doubt that you are, but somebody knows, we're going to find you. And we're going to take you into custody.
This description, does it ring a bell with anyone on the force? Is somebody they've seen around that area or something like that?
Well, we are scouring the area, talking to a number of witnesses right now. There has been a problem in that area, again, as I pointed out, theft from vehicle. So we're looking at that. There was some arrests made last night. So we believe that he's not an unknown. So.
The question I have is, if he's believed to be homeless, I guess you have the same question. How does this man get his hands on a gun?
You know, I don't know the answer to that question. You're asking me a question that's hypothetical. This is what I do know. We have an American hero right now suffering with a gunshot wound. And we're asking for prayers of his recovery. That's what we do know. We can get into all the whys and the hows later. At this point, I want to give Chief Hope an opportunity to talk because this hero works for him.
Chief, what can you tell us about this officer's condition at this point?
Well, he's very critical. He's in surgery right now, and we're just hoping for the very best outcome. I will tell you, this is an excellent officer. He's been on the force about 5 years, received a lot of accommodation. He's a canine officer, has some of the best dogs in Detroit. He works the area. We work in partnership with Detroit Police. There's one chief of Detroit, that's Chief Craig, and we're a great partner with the Detroit Police Department.
What do you tell your people tonight? I mean, it's the week of Thanksgiving, and one of their colleagues is sitting in receiving, and you don't go to receiving unless something really terrible has happened.
That's true. They understand the danger of this job. They understand it very well. And when these type of incidents happen, you can see by the number of different agencies here, we all pull together as one. Our thoughts right now, our main concern is with this officer and the recovery. That's our main thought right now.
You said something that stuck out with me last time. You called him one of the best canine officers in the Midwest, maybe the country. That's high praise.
Yeah, that's my opinion. That's the opinion of a lot of other people.
And just talk more about what makes him, so unique and one of the best.
He's ingrained in the community. He's not an outsider coming in wanting to be cops or robbers. He works with the community. He does a lot of community service. He goes to schools. He talks to kids. He does demonstrations with his canine. He reaches out to slain officers all over the country. He goes to their funerals. He speaks. He's a very proactive officer. He wants the community to be safe that he works in. This is a real caring officer.
What have the doctors here told you that you can tell us?
Only that he's critical and they're in surgery and they're trying to do the very best that they can. More we will know later after the surgery.
What we do want to get out we have a photograph of the bicycle, the suspects that he uses. So at this
Check it out,
point,
Pat. Show it.
if we can show the bicycle.
Was that left at the scene?
And what is this we're looking at right now, Chief?
This is the bicycle that the suspect was on. It's distinctive, kind of a road bike, but there's another piece. There's a chain wrapped around the seat post that's been on there for some time. So we're asking for the public's help. If you recognize the bike, it's somewhat unique. Call us. Let us know. But the suspect, we're going to arrest him.
Thank you. It always looks better than photographs of the phone.
So right now that was just the Chief Craig and Chief Anthony Holt just wrapping up a news briefing, a little bit of new information right there. You saw the picture of the bike that they are looking for. They are also looking for that suspect right now. Despite whatever reports were out there, that officer is still holding on. He's still alive. He's in very critical condition right now. He's in surgery. And hopefully, of course, we're hoping that he's pulling through. He said, once again, 5 years on the force. And, he was just going to be proactive. I guess they were saying there were some arrests made in that area last night by Wayne State University. Some cars have been broken into. He was just going back to the area, being proactive. He put it out there on the radio that he was going to, check this out. When backup arrived, they found that officer shot and on the ground, and that suspect gone. So right now, you heard a massive manhunt is underway. We'll be back with you shortly. We'll see you guys later. Bye.